It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He's more than happy with last week's numbers, going well over 100 yards and scoring twice. It's the Blues and the Bears, under the lights on Thursday night.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Blues of St. Louis. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out in his 8th season, guy who has started for a few teams across the league, Jacoby Brissett.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Brissett. And his first look is incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
A first down throw for Brissett. Going right back to Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's Brissett. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 51 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
In motion left, Claypool. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A second down throw for Brissett. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the play.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Brissett now on second down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams... There he goes, right side! And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Herbert making a nice play there, coming off a 700-yard campaign, despite making just one start in 2022. Played a big part in the Bears becoming the 5th team in NFL history to rush for 3,000 yards in a season.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Fields. Completion here to Claypool. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that? Who
are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And Claypool going to have a Bears first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. Here's Fields. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. On the option right is Fields. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick by Gold is good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield strike. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On play action, Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Brissett sets to throw it. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing on third down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They go quickly here out to Moore. And they'll get this down to the 10. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Fields. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. Touchdown! Logan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
That's a good read of the situation by a quarterback. It's a sprint out to the flat, so after he fakes the handoff, he's going to give the impression this is going to be thrown to the back. Instead, he goes to the next level, and it pays off with a touchdown.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Brissett's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. Now Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, here's the option. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now here's Trenton Gill now. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing. Forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On second down, a run with Herbert. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action now, Brissett. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Brissett's throw into the hands of McLaurin. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Blues are an extra point away from evening this one up. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this to the 26-yard line. Here's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. A final shot before the break. Fields. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games on the docket for this weekend, the first being at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. The early start between the Bills and the Jags. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, a rematch of the second ever Super Bowl, Packers and Raiders from Las Vegas at 8:15 Eastern Time. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Fields. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Herbert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now it's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Gold is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing, Brissett. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Read option, here's Herbert. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes Robbie Gould for the Bears field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Gould is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Oh, able to avoid him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. Brissett now. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. To throw is Brissett. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 22.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Brissett. That's out to the flat for Gibson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Tressway now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. And here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tougher.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. A fourth and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down one score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. Starting on the ground with Herbert, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it running right, and he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Fields now to throw. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Fields. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Pushing through the contact. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw, Brissett. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Brissett's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Mitchell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Blues have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now pass complete to Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Fields going to keep it once more. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. On first down, it's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down throw, Fields. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now 2nd and 4. Now Fields. He gets it to Thomas.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone's going to be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. All eyes on Fields. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They snap it to Fields. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. One last throw here for Fields. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the home team here, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.